Good morning, everyone. We will start our webinar in just a little bit. Hey, Andrea. I'm just moving you over to the panel. We'll get started. I'm already live on Facebook. Those of you that are just joined us on the webinar, we're going to be talking about weight loss today. We're going to be talking about, some of the latest breakthroughs in medicine, because
Hey, Doc.
people like that. Hey, how are you doing this morning?
I'm great. You're looking good.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel great. I feel fantastic.
Did you have an awesome weekend?
It was a good weekend. Yeah, I married off my oldest boy, and so we got some estrogen in the family.
Awesome. It's about time.
I don't know. I think we've done all right.
Oh, it doesn't hurt to have a female touch in the family.
No, and she's a good match for my son. I really have to say, I feel like he found the right one.
Awesome.
Yep. So nice gal, and I think her family is great, and turns out that I've known one of her uncles for over 30 years.
Oh, really?
Close to 40
cool.
years. Yeah, he was in one of the rock and roll bands that I listened to way back in the day when I was in college.
Way back in the day, huh?
Way back in the day, Andrea. What do you think of that?
Well, that's cool. I'm glad that you guys are celebrating that. That's wonderful.
Yeah. So my middle boy, he went back to New Orleans and he started his residency this morning at 8 o'clock. My youngest boy took back off for Spokane yesterday afternoon. He'll be there tonight and back to work tomorrow. And my oldest one, he's married and he's taking the week off. And yeah, so life is good. Life is good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Honeymoon time.
Honeymoon time. Yeah. So yeah. So me, I'm just honestly, I really haven't planned my summer much past this last weekend.
Right.
And it just started. It was the first weekend in June, and it's like I was sitting there on last Friday going, you know what? I don't even have anything planned for the rest of the summer. I don't even know what I'm doing over the 4th of July.
I've got all kinds of things coming up. Grandkids graduating, people celebrating their 50th anniversary, a wedding shower.
Yeah.
People are planning my summer for me.
There you go. Well, quickly I found out that that's what I'm doing, is that I'm planning things. So all of a sudden now I got plans for, the end of June. I've got plans for the middle of July. I've got plans for the, end of July. So my month of July, all of a sudden, from 5 days ago till now, it's booked up.
Well, good for you.
Yep. And on top of that, I plan on doing some fishing. And because man, I gotta have some fish in the freezer.
That's right.
Yeah. So how have you been doing? Is it
what are we
nice
going to talk
weather?
about today?
We're going to talk about weight loss.
It's really okay. It's muggy and hot, which means we'll probably get tornadoes.
Yeah, we had tornadoes in the area last night. When you text me and you had that weather pattern, yeah, we were just starting to get lightning, and we got a bunch of rain. No, I didn't see any tornadoes. I haven't listened to the news this morning, but we didn't see any tornadoes in my local area. But west of here, about an hour, they did.
Oh, okay.
So you guys will have that kind of weather today. Yeah, we've been over 100 degrees for the last 5 days.
Wow, that was hot for a wedding.
Yeah. So all of the outdoor photos, because we were all wearing black tuxes, which you saw in the photo, we were all wearing black tuxes. So they decided to do all the photos indoors.
Oh, I don't blame them.
Well, some of Joey's friends are big guys. I mean, man,
Mhm.
one of his ushers. I mean, he said at one point in his life he was 400 pounds. I mean, but he's just a
Wow.
big dude, you know, bouncer at the
Mhm.
bar, you know, and
Right.
and and then the other guy is over 300. So
Mm.
yeah, but you know, Andrea, weight loss. I want to talk about weight loss this morning, and part of the reason that I want to talk about weight loss, you know how we are in the United States. We're lazy. People are lazy,
Mhm.
right? Um, and so
Yeah, pretty much.
if I said, "Hey, Andrea," and I know your answer, but if you're the typical person, if I said, "Hey, Andrea, we can put you on these capsules. They're all natural. Um, and you have to take at least 2 a day, and some people have to take up to, you know, like Tom said on the call a couple weeks ago, Tom Jr. said on the call a couple weeks ago, some people have to take up to 8 or 10 a day to get the right effect, right?
Mm.
And then you have to eat right, you have to change your diet, and you have to exercise. You know, moderate exercise, mild exercise, whatever you can do. I mean, I just go for a walk with my dogs, and I consider that my exercise.
Uh-huh.
Right? It's not like I'm going to the gym and working out. You know, becoming Arnold Schwarzenegger. But
Right.
what if the other choice was, hey, Andrea, we're going to give you a shot of this stuff once a week. Just poke it in your arm. If you're the typical American, which one are you going to choose?
I'm not sure. I know what I'd choose, and you know what I'd choose.
I know what you would choose, but again, most people are kind of lazy. And so if they had a choice of a shot in the arm once a week, I mean, I'm talking a shot, or having to take up to 8 pills a day, which one are most people going to do?
Oh, they'd probably go get the shot with all the side effects.
With all the side effects. Yeah. So when I saw that it was just approved by the FDA last week, it was just got approval. So all of a sudden, all these doctors who are lazy, because a lot of doctors are lazy too,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be pushing this.
That's pretty sad.
It is. And so I thought it would be really important today to really cover some of that information. So let me bring this up on the screen. I want to bring this up on the screen. I want to hang on. I want to there. Can you see that?
Well, I can't because I don't have my glasses on, and it's really little for me because I'm on my phone.
Oh, you're on your phone.
Yeah.
Can you
Press.
can't
I
zoom?
can read press release. That's all I can
There,
do.
okay. That's all I wanted you to read. That's all I wanted you to read. I wanted you to be able to read press release. Okay. So let me get our photos out of here because I want people to see this. So this is this is the new drug that just received approval by the FDA. This is a press release that was just given out last Friday. Last Friday,
Okay.
right? And so Novo Nordisk receives FDA approval. This is the press release. I'll read it. For Wegovy, Wegovy. Why do they come up with such stupid names? But
Right.
Wegovy, to treat adults with obesity based on unprecedented efficacy for a prescription medicine in clinical trials. So let's look at that part of this press release right away. A lot of people are going to say, well, the FDA approved it, it must be safe.
Well, you know what I say. Anything the FDA approves is probably poison.
Well, but most people, let's not talk about what you and I think and know. Let's talk about what most people are going to think. Most people are going to see that and they're going to say, "Oh, the FDA approved it. It must be safe. Oh, it's to treat
Mhm.
obesity,
Right. How does it
and
work?
it must be good because it's got us unprecedented efficacy." And then it goes through in this press release and it says, despite being recognized by leading authorities as a serious disease, obesity remains stigmatized, resulting in patients being undiagnosed or underdiagnosed and significantly undertreated. Approval includes from step one, a clinical trial where once weekly prescription GLP receptor agonist, Wegovy, semaglutide injections and demonstrated an average weight loss of approximately 15%. Get this, Andrea, in 68 weeks, not 6 to 8 weeks, 68 weeks.
%15 weight loss in 68 weeks.
In 68 weeks, 6-8, not 6-8, 68 weeks. So that's let's call it what it is. That's 13 months, right?
Yeah.
No, that's 14 months.
That's crazy.
So that's almost a year and a half. So these people
Not
are losing.
even effective.
So that's what I would say, Andrea. I would say it's as effective as any other weight loss that I've seen. I mean, if you're taking 15% body fat loss or body loss, I mean, I'm not going to, they're not saying fat loss, they're saying weight loss.
Right. Which,
Andrea,
I mean, if you don't understand the mechanism, does the mechanism get rid of fat or does it get rid of muscle?
Right. And so if you take a look at it, I mean, people, those of you that are listening, I mean, this is my call. So I'm going to say what I want. Okay. If you don't like it, jump off the call. Okay.
Right.
That's what, Andrea, that's what I got to say at this point. If you don't like it, jump off my call. Cause this is our call. We're going to talk about the way we want to talk about 15% weight loss. I mean, that means that in a year and a half, if you're 200 pounds, you're going to lose 30 pounds.
Right.
And that's only when it's combined with a reduced calorie meal plan and increased physical activity. So you still have to exercise and you still have to change your diet.
It's just ridiculous.
Andrea, this doesn't even make sense to me, right?
Right.
So I had to look up what is semaglutide. Well, it's a diabetic medication.
And that's what they're using?
That's what they're using. So,
but I did read all the side effects though.
Oh yeah, we'll go over that. So it says that, so this is for people that have a BMI of greater than 30, they're overweight, a BMI of greater than 27, who have weight related medical issues. So they say it's approved for people who are overweight, you know, that have a BMI of over 27. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm telling you, that's a lot of people. They're saying like over 40%. Okay. So, but they want you to have at least one other symptom that might be related to your weight problem. Like you might have high blood pressure, you might have high cholesterol, you might have high blood sugar, you might be fatigued, you might have this, you might have that, right?
Right.
Okay. So when I tell you that the drug has significant weight loss for people to lose 15% of their body weight, not body fat, body weight in a year and a half, right? I find that interesting because when I tell you that, you're thinking, oh, most people are a significant number of people, right? I mean, if they publish at 15%, that's the first number that they give you. Wouldn't you think that would be a significant portion of the people who are taking the drug?
I don't understand your question.
Okay. If you read the actual press release, 83% of people only achieved 5% loss of body weight in that same
What?
amount of time.
What? From taking
Oh yeah. Yeah. Did you just hear me? So they published that, and this is what everybody's going to see. They're going to go, oh, 15% of my body fat. So if I'm 200 pounds, I'll be 160, right? Or I mean 170. If I'm 150, you know, I'll be 105 pounds, right? 15%.
But 83% only lost 5%?
Bingo, 83%. So Andrea, again, if you're reading the actual studies and you're understanding what they're saying, over 80% of people only lost 5% of their body fat. So in a year and a half, if you're 200 pounds, you lose 10.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard. Well, not quite, but it's ridiculous.
And 20% of people didn't even lose that.
It's ridiculous. It's just another way to get people in there for injections. Now, we're going to go over the side effects and stuff, but I think all shots have some kind of preservatives in them, as vaccines do. And so you've got that kind of stuff, that's getting injected into your body too. And it's usually not good stuff.
Oh yeah, but I'm still caught up on the numbers, Andrea. I mean, 8 out of 10 people that take this drug, let's talk some serious numbers. I'm trying to drive this into your head, everyone. For those of you listening to the call, think about it. 8 out of 10 people will only lose 5%.
5%.
8
You
out
weigh
of 10
200,
people.
that's 10 pounds. 10 pounds if you weigh 200.
I mean, seriously, Andrea, I can go have a good bowel movement and lose more weight than that.
I know. Drink water really heavy for about 2 days and take a good one and you'll lose 10 pounds.
Quit drinking your damn soda, Come on.
Right.
I mean, let's be serious. I mean, I'm trying to be serious about this. I'm trying to get people to really understand what's going on with this, right? I mean, 4,500 people were in this study, and which is a significant number of people. That gives you a good cross section. It's not like they just tested 100 people, Andrea. They tested 4,500 people, and 8 out of 10 of those people, so out of the 4,500 people, almost 4,000 of them only lost 5% of body weight.
Well, it's like it almost doesn't even qualify as something that is a weight loss product.
Oh, I mean, I'd have to wonder who got paid off to approve this study.
Right? It's like it doesn't qualify.
Yeah. I mean, but again, those numbers, that means that 2 out of every 10 didn't even lose 5% of body fat. 2 out of every 10. You've got that's a lot of people.
Yep.
I mean, if I sound excited about this, I am because this is bad. This is bad.
Yes, it is.
So here's what this professor of medicine and medical education at Northwestern University, Freiburg School of Medicine in Chicago says. He says the approval of Wegovy represents a turning point for healthcare providers to embrace medical management of obesity to help improve chronic weight management in patients. For the first time, we've seen the magnitude of weight loss with medicine. This gives obesity a once-weekly non-surgical option that results in never before demonstrated anti-obesity medicine.
It's fraud.
Andrea, how many doctors are going to prescribe that medicine just based on what I've just shown you, what I just read to you, based on Dr. Robert Kushner, a professor of medicine, medical education at Northwestern University, Feinberg School of Medicine in Chicago?
Hopefully they'll actually read some information on it. But my guess is
They won't.
that
They won't.
if a drug rep comes in and to their office and takes some golfing and buys them dinner, they'll push it.
Yeah, buys them some hookers and whatever else they do. I mean, come on, people, are you listening to me? Less than, I mean, so you got 80% of people lost 5 pounds, 5%, 5 out of 100 pounds. If you're, I mean, that's nothing, Andrea. That's nothing.
It is nothing.
I'll lose 5
Doc,
pounds by next week. I'll lose 5.
Doc, I have to go buy new underwear. All my underwear are falling off, and I'm not complaining.
Right? And it's not because you drank tequila.
No, not at all.
Isn't there a country song that says that?
Yeah.
But okay. So Wegovy should be used with a reduced calorie meal and increased physical activity. It contains semaglutide and should not be used with any other semaglutide products or GLP antagonist medicines. It's not known if it's safe and effective with other prescription over-the-counter herbal weight loss products. So, Andrea, if you're taking this with your vitamins, we don't know what the effects are.
Right.
It's not known if it can be safely used with people with a history of pancreatitis. It's not known if it's safe or effective for children under the age of 18. Well, hey, you know how we find out? Let's put your kids on it.
Yeah, the people who created it, right?
Yeah, let's put your kids on it, Andrea. Let's test it and see if it works on kids under the age of 18. I see this one as being, holy cow, a couple of years from now, we're going to see if you've experienced these symptoms, call this law firm.
Is that what it really says? Or you're saying that?
I'm just saying in a couple of years.
Yeah. Right.
That's what it's saying. Okay. So up here it says the most common side effects are nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, constipation, abdominal pain. Yeah, that's why you have weight loss, because you're puking everything out, or it's coming out the other end. You're pooping it out. Come on,
right,
Andrea. This is my call. This is our call. We can say what we want.
This is ridiculous. Like, almost makes the Christian woman want to swear like a sailor. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then it goes on to say, if anybody in your family, if anyone in your family has ever had thyroid cancer, yeah, don't take this.
Oh, I read that. Yeah, possible tumors on the thyroid from this.
If you've ever had a serious allergic reaction to semaglutide or any of the ingredients in Wegovy, well, how do you know until you take it, Andrea?
It's just ridiculous.
Serious, this is our call. If you don't like what I'm saying, you can jump off. I mean, this is serious shit, People need to be aware of this kind of thing. If you've had any problems with your pancreas or your kidneys, oh wait, we've done a call on how many people have we talked about that have kidney issues in this country because they're overloading their kidneys with sugar.
Right.
A lot of people. That's a lot of people. Right? If you've ever had type 2 diabetes or a history of diabetic retinopathy, how many people have type 2 diabetes? A lot.
Thousands upon thousands, probably millions.
How many people have been diagnosed with it? How many people haven't been diagnosed with it is what the question should be. They haven't been diagnosed because guess what? Last year when COVID hit, they quit going to their doctor.
Right.
So now, you and I reported this on one of our calls last year, that all of a sudden people aren't going to the doctor because, of COVID. So I don't want to go sit in the doctor's office. So now they're not going to the doctor. So now they're not getting diagnosed. So now here they got a medicine. They go, hey, fat guy, we're going to give you this injection once a week. It's easy. How'd you like to do this or have to diet? That's what these people are thinking.
Right.
Right. Oh, if you've ever had depression, that's 40% of women. If you've ever had suicidal thoughts, that's a lot of people. If you have any mental health issues, well, that's 80% of the people that I know have mental health issues, after, right?
Where am I?
Well, you're part of it. You're part of the 80%. I mean, you're mental. I mean, if you're listening to this call, you've got mental health issues. I mean, come on, you're listening to me. That means you have mental health issues. That's what my kid, who's a medical doctor, says. He said, if you're listening to my dad, you got something mentally wrong with you. But right. So if you're on this call, you know you there's something wrong with it, and that means that you shouldn't be on this drug, right? Because it causes suicidal thoughts. That's one of the side effects. Oh, if you're pregnant or plan to become pregnant, you should, you know, if you're breastfeeding or plan to breastfeed, you shouldn't take it. Holy cow, Andrea! It can cause
So it's
inflammation of
worthless.
the.
It's
It can
worthless.
cause inflammation of the pancreas, which is called pancreatitis.
Mhm.
It can cause gallbladder problems. Oh wait, somebody told me the other day, I was at the wedding, and of course, you know, I can't even go to a wedding without talking about natural medicine. But oh, I can't go on your product because, you know, I have gallbladder issues. But I'll put money on it that if his doctor offers him this, he'll be on it because it's safe. Of course, you know, it's approved by the FDA, of course, so it's got to be safe.
Yeah, and his reasoning isn't even true.
Right. And if you have low blood sugar, which is hypoglycemia, you know, this can cause more and more problems with that. So it can cause irritability, mood changes, sweating, slurred speech, hunger, confusion, drowsiness, shakiness, weakness, headache, fast heartbeat, feeling jittery. You know, I like those
So let me get
TV.
this straight. You're gonna poop your brains out. You're gonna puke your brains out. You're gonna be a bitch and not lose any weight
And you might be depressed.
and suicidal. Yeah.
That's right. And it can cause kidney problems. It can cause kidney failure. But don't wait. That's not one of the most common side effects. So don't worry about that. But, you know, I mean, we reported that kidney problems is already a main problem in the United States. That there's
Mhm.
going to be, they're predicting that a lot of people will be on kidney dialysis by the year 2050. Well, let's make that problem worse by putting them on this medication, right?
Right.
Increased heart rate, depression, thoughts of suicide. Oh, wait, but the most common side effects are nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, constipation, headaches, tiredness, upset stomach, dizziness, feeling bloated, gas, belching, stomach flu, and heartburn.
So this kind of just proves my theory that anything approved by the FDA is pretty much poison.
But you know what, Andrea? Obesity and being overweight is a significant risk factor with COVID. So we got to get your weight under the control, Mr. Consumer, Mr. Patient. I mean, come on. Well,
Oh,
why?
that's the other gentle push they're gonna put in there.
Oh, right? Come on.
Yep.
Come on, Andrea. I mean, wow. Yeah. I mean, you know,
I bet
and,
they
and
won't tell them to take vitamin D.
here's what it says. Listen, I'm going to read this to you. Obesity is a chronic, progressive, misunderstood disease. Misunderstood? It's not misunderstood. You're fat. I'm fat,
Yeah.
right?
It's
I mean,
misunderstood.
I understand. Look, I'm fat. I jump on the scale, I look at the numbers, and I go, "Yeah, I'm fat." I'm not misunderstanding that. And it requires long-term medical management. No, it doesn't. One
No,
key
it doesn't.
misunderstanding is that this is a disease of willpower. Andrea, this is what they say.
The
One,
disease of willpower.
the key misunderstanding is that this is a disease of willpower, when in fact there's underlying biology that prevents people from losing weight and keeping it up. Obesity is influenced by a
Mhm.
variety of factors, including genetics. Yeah, hey, look, you have a gene in your body that wants to retain fat because it says that sometime your ancestors went through a great famine, and because of that, the skinny people died, the fat people survived, and so that gene, the obesity genetic, that stayed with you. So that's the genetics. I just explained it. It's not misunderstood. Appetite signal, yeah, because you know what? You're eating too much sugar, so now your body says eat more.
Mhm.
The behavior is that everywhere you go, Andrea, look, behavior. What do we do? Hey, Grandson got baptized. What do? We eat. We have a celebration. Hey, look, there was a wedding. Eat. Right? There's a funeral. Eat. You know, you lost 5 pounds. Eat. Yeah, we have
you can take it to a whole different level. I didn't feel loved today. I'm gonna eat.
I'm gonna eat. Yeah.
I have too many bills. So I'm gonna eat. I mean, you can take it right down to hour by hour, practically.
Yep. So then they go on to say it's a gateway disease. So it's a disease that causes you. So my question for you, Andrea, and this is the question I ask everybody. This is a question that's run through my mind for years and years, for decades, Andrea. My question is the weight gain, the weight problem, and the obesity, is it a symptom or is it the disease? Was the weight gain, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Did you get unhealthy and you gained weight, or did you gain weight and become unhealthy?
Different for everybody.
Well, the answer to it is really this. A healthy body doesn't get overweight. So it isn't the gateway disease, it's a symptom.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But they're saying it's the gateway disease. And then they say, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. The current COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted that obesity increases risk for serious illness and hospitalization due to COVID-19. The global increase in the prevalence of obesity is a public health issue that has severe cost implications in healthcare in the United States, and more than 42% of people live with obesity. Andrea, I'm going to stop the share right there on that page, and I'm just going to say this. Look, based on that, I see a lot of people that you know, a lot of the people that I know, that they're going to get a piece of paper that's going to say, go to the pharmacy and get this. It's good for you, Andrea. It's been studied. It's safe. It does cause some problems with diarrhea and constipation and headaches and fatigue. But other than that,
Tumors on thyroid.
Yeah, it's safe for you to take, you know. They might ask you, Andrea, have you ever had a tumor, a thyroid tumor? But they're not going to ask you, do you have kidney disease, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, they're not going to go over the side effects.
No. And 80% of people lose 5% of body weight. Not body fat, body weight. Now, there's a difference. A lot of people, they don't really understand weight loss as much as probably what you and I do. Again, folks, if you don't like what you hear, and jump off the call. You know, I mean, this is serious stuff. I mean, I take this seriously because, you know what? I'm tired of having people tell me that, oh yeah, it's not safe, Andrea. It's not safe.
I agree.
It's not safe. You're going to go on a drug that
and unsafe.
With all those side effects, all those possible side effects. I mean, let's just look at the one possible side effect, that it could cause tumors, or it could cause chronic kidney disease to where you have to be on dialysis. All right. And with 8 out of 10 people only losing 5% of body fat. So for the average American, you're going to lose 10 pounds or less. I mean, let's be serious. The average American, in a year and a half, you're gonna lose 10 pounds. Andrea, that's nonsense. I mean, let's be serious. This is nonsense.
Well, you know what? I think everyone should save this video that we're making today. Keep it in your little library. And if you run across any friends, family, or acquaintances that are thinking about taking this or are taking it, you just share this information with them.
I've lost almost 50 pounds, Andrea, since Christmas.
I know, it's fabulous.
I feel great. I don't have chronic kidney disease. I don't have any tumors. It hasn't caused anything different. You know what it is? Is that it's helping me so that I can change my diet. All I'm doing is I'm controlling my hunger naturally with natural things, and I'm burning a little bit extra fat. I'm burning fat. I haven't lost any muscle. I feel fantastic, Andrea. And everywhere I go, people, they're like, what are you doing? I just order a bunch more product this week because they want to go out because of the wedding. They're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And they're like, well, you know, I can't go on that because, I have a gallbladder problem. I mean, okay. Seriously, folks, think about it with the gallbladder. What is the gallbladder? The gallbladder is like a storage container. I have my coffee stored in a mug, right? I didn't make the coffee in the mug. I store it in my mug. I made it in a coffee pot. Your liver makes bile, and the bile is stored in your gallbladder. If you have gallbladder issues, we bypass that by getting you on a diet where you're using coconut oil, MCT, medium chain triglycerides from coconut oil, because what that does is then you don't need to use the bile.
Right.
You don't overwork the liver, and you can still be on a keto diet, a keto lifestyle, and you can still lose weight. I'm telling you that I'll get you to lose more than 10 pounds in a year.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, and we'll get you pooping. We'll get you pooping. You lose
10
10
pounds in a month and a half.
you'll lose 10 pounds in a year just by doing that, just by having because they say 80% of people don't have normal bowel movements in this country.
Right.
80%, Andrea.
Kind of
So
correlates with being overweight, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, because you're all, I mean, what do they say? You're all full of, you fill that in. You're full of, you are. Most people are. And so I could get, I mean, come on, folks, if you don't like what I'm saying, jump off my call. And and I say that, Andrea, because people all the time, they say, well, we don't like what you have to say. We don't like what you post on your Facebook page. You don't have to be on there.
Right. That's your option.
Nobody's forcing you. But if you're trying to lose weight, the best way to lose weight is to develop a lifestyle where you learn to eat healthy. If you're drinking a 6-pack of Mountain Dew a day, get off my channel.
Or one.
Get off the program. That's all you got to do, and you'll lose weight. Get off that.
Go get your injection. Go get your injection.
If you work for Coca-Cola or Pepsi and you're on my call and you don't like what I have to say, hit the delete button.
Close her down.
I had one guy, Andrea, this is years ago in my clinic, 20 years ago. He drank a 6-pack of Diet Pepsi a day. Diet Pepsi. He was 400 pounds. He's like, I don't know why I'm 400 pounds. All I drink is Diet Pepsi.
Toxic overburden.
So I told him, I said, well, why don't we try and just do a month where you don't drink that Diet Pepsi, and let's just drink diet water.
Good idea. What happened?
He lost like 40 pounds the first month.
There you go.
Yeah.
You don't need an injection. Just quit drinking your Diet Coke.
That would be like the key for most people, right? And you know what? Come on, I'm too white to drink Coca-Cola anyhow. And I'm not saying it to upset anybody with the BLM movement and all that stuff and all that. I'm just saying because Coca-Cola made such a big deal about it that, look, I wouldn't drink their products if I had to. I mean, come on. It's we are who we are. We were born who we are, and that if you have to look at that, I mean, that's going way into another subject. I'll get away from that. But and then get rid of the pasta, Andrea. Get rid of the pasta. If you have to eat pasta every day, get rid of it. If you have to eat hamburger helper and peanut butter helper and tuna helper and chicken helper and all that, get rid of that. Learn how to cook.
And bread. Good
Learn
Lord.
how to cook. Learn how to cook.
I just look at a piece of bread and I might as well glue it to my hips because it's going to go there.
Yeah. Learn how to cook. Come on. Learn how to cook. And it's not that hard. It's not that hard to cook. I mean, the first couple of times, yeah, you might burn a few things, but just call that blackened. You can say, oh, I had blackened corn today. I mean, if you burn it and you burn the asparagus. Yeah, I had blackened asparagus today for lunch. I had blackened chicken. It's an in thing. It's called learning how to cook. You call blackened. I blackened my food.
That's how I cook on electric stoves.
enough ketchup, it'll cover it up.
Right, but
I
ketchup
had
has sugar.
I had my black I had ketchup with my blackened chicken today.
Yeah, no ketchup.
But yeah, and I'm being totally serious as far as like the weight loss. If you get your bowel movements so that they're normal, you quit drinking your soda, you quit eating all the pasta, you quit eating all the bread, cut that stuff out. You're going to lose as much weight as your friend that's taking this drug, and you don't have the side effects. And it's not that hard. It's not that hard. Yeah, you might
You're gonna
you might
lose
go through some
more.
you
You're
might go
gonna
through
lose
some jitters,
more
Andrea.
than your friend.
Yeah, you might have some jitters, Andrea, when you get off the soda.
Yeah, a little bit. Got to do that withdrawal thing.
Yeah, but after you quit drinking, I haven't drink. I was telling somebody the other day. I said I haven't had a soda in 14 years.
That's excellent.
Yeah, you know why I quit drinking soda? You know why? You've heard me say it.
I forgot.
Because a study came out and it was reported in USA Today, which is, hey, if it's in USA Today, it's true. And but there was a study that was reported in USA Today. They didn't do the study; they just reported. It's just like I have my coffee in a mug, but I didn't make it in a mug. And the USA study report said that if you drink 2 cans of soda a week, it increases your risk of pancreatic cancer by 80%. Andrea, I quit drinking soda that day.
Awesome. It also lowers your immune system for 5 to 6 hours.
Lowers your immune system. Yeah, who wants that? Yeah. There you go, folks. Come on. And so, I've just given you tips of a lifetime that you can increase your longevity, you can lower your risk of COVID, you can improve your health, and you don't have to take the medication.
Yep.
Now, if you want to get down to some serious weight loss, if you want to lose, like I did, almost 50 pounds in 6 months, get in touch with me.
Right.
Get in touch with the person that got you this video. Chances are they know what I'm doing, and they'll help you.
I know what you're doing.
Get in touch with Andrea. Get in touch with me. Get in touch with the person that got you this video.
Yep.
And find out about natural health, that the ways that you can get healthy. And so, Andrea, I don't know how much time have we taken. Holy crap!
No, we're over.
Yeah, we went almost 45 minutes again. I apologize, everyone. I don't. I really don't. I think it was that important.
Right.
This is my Facebook page. This is my call. Andrea and I do this call every week. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to listen. Thanks for being here.
Yep. Every Tuesday we're on here with Doctor's Clinic, Doc Biz with Friends on Facebook. The lives are stored in there. You can go back and review as many as you want. And thank you, Doc, for being on again this Tuesday and bringing us this great information.
Thank you.